Sometimes one conversation can change your business forever, not because someone gives you the answer, but because they introduce you to a possibility that you didn't even know existed. For years, I have dreamed of, and I even started creating a marketing academy where, teaching people the basics of SEO and how to create a website and a blog post and an email or newsletters and how they can all work together under the marketing strategy. Because ultimately, when it comes down to the core, I'm an SEO content writer specializing in those 4 areas. And I knew though that I didn't want it to be just another course that someone would buy and it would collect into the dust. Like they're just get sucked up into their internet files and then they'd never come back to it. What I was really hoping to design was a community for learning, accountability, and relationships. Then I had one conversation and it introduced me to school and everything clicked. For me, school is not just another platform. And no, I'm not getting paid to say this. For me, it was the missing piece that I've been looking for. So if you are looking to house a community or you have a course, many times I have to pay on, when I'm purchasing, I was observing that I would have to pay on Thrivecart, but then we had a Facebook group for the community, but then I had to log in somewhere else for the course. And school kind of answers that because they take care of the payments. They charge in US dollars. They take care of all the tax. And then for me, as a Canadian user, I get paid out in Canadian dollars. So right there, that's a big hassle that I don't have to worry about the exchange rates. Then I can have in the classroom my own course. Now for me, I've created the Marketing Momentum Collective, and my vision is that it's a village. It's a cozy gaming experience, and we're focusing on, yes, we talk about marketing, but we're really focusing on the relationship marketing side of things and getting a system and showing up, practicing your message in a community that is aware that you're going to be trying to take them to the next step for coffee chats. So it makes it a little bit easier, or whatever your offer is. You're going to test out your offer on them. And then in the conversations, that's where we're vetting our leads and seeing if it makes sense. But we're coming from a place of, can we help this person who we're talking to? And if it makes sense, we will make an offer. Maybe we are looking for collaborations. Or the other day I had a coffee chat with someone and then they're like, hey, I really like your vibe. I like your topic. Can you speak to my community? I never had that on my bingo list for the year to start speaking to communities. And then I was talking to a mentor after that, telling them about this. And they're like, you know what? You need to go more into that. So, okay. So isn't that interesting how I wasn't even looking for that as an option right now? I'm trying to get my head around, okay, I need to practice what I'm teaching inside of the Growth Lab, which is where people who are ready to go faster to get sales in ways that are not more content creation, that's what we're doing. I have the system that's proven. I grew organically my group within 5 or 6 weeks of me opening it just by talking about what I'm teaching to over 100 members, and not just 100 members for the number's sake. They have an 89% engagement rate, and for a free group, that's pretty bussin' as my okay, how is that dating me? Anyways, no, that's pretty good to have that kind of a conversion or that kind of a conversation rate as well. So that's telling me that conversations are where the power is and people want to be a part of it. I digress. So back to school. And then we do have the community component, which is I can get all my stats for everything in one place. I can see it. And it's this experience that reminded me of how often, as I just said, the right people and opportunities show up when you are ready for them. So looking back, so many turning points in my business came from conversations that I almost didn't have. I'm an introvert. coffee chats are painful for me. And that's one of the reasons why I encourage people to keep showing up, because you never know which conversation will change everything for you or give you that aha moment. I got the idea for the Growth Lab when I had someone say, okay, I know that I have to look at my data, but what am I tracking? How do I set goals? What is it telling me? And that's what we do every single week. We come together. I have the system for you to customize, but I have it laid out, a starting point. Okay, what can we control? Well, we can control conversations. We can control if we're inviting someone, and you set the definitions for what that looks like. To me, an invitation is, did I drop a link somewhere, basically. I have freebies. I have lead magnets, or my freebies. I have my paid opportunities. I have my free community. I have my coffee chat link, or I have something called a strategy prescription, which is where it's more experiential. I used to call it a discovery call or sales call. Nobody wants that. And honestly, I don't really want to go in and sell somebody cold. So to me, a strategy prescription, I was very mindful about how I set up my call structure, and it's to help someone who has a marketing problem or a block. They just need to talk it out with someone. So in 30 minutes, the intention is that we're going to talk through it, get them to push through that block or that struggle so that they can continue going on their marketing journey. And that's been one of my most popular calls. So get creative in the opportunities for the invitations that you can send. And then what we do is we look at, okay, we can control our goals. We set our goals. We can control how many actions and if we're hitting them. But are people taking us up on, am I getting calls booked, and are people showing up? Those are two different metrics that I look at. Are people buying my thing? Are they joining my free thing? And that's where you see holes, because if you're not selling your paid thing, then what is it? Does nobody want it? Are you not explaining it well? Why is nobody booking my free coffee chat or signing up for my free group? And that is when we come together every Thursday. We're looking at those numbers. Okay, do we feel like, our efforts and our results are equal? Is there a disconnect? Let's talk through that. And then because we are a group inside of the free village, that's when we can take it and say, okay, I'm putting a post. I need some feedback. If I were to explain this to you, what do you think I do? And that's how you're getting immediate feedback and support inside my community. And I have the link if you want to join for free or check out the Growth Lab. You can comment or join us and check it out, because it's a lot of fun inside. And that's why I try to model what I'm building. As I said, I don't want to teach theories that I've only read about. I want to build the system myself. It's a proven system by the time it gets to my clients. And so not only am I building from them myself, I'm learning from them, I'm refining them, I'm finding that magic formula. Now the magic formula may be 80%, something that you could adapt, but we're going to customize it to you so that the words are feeling like aligned with how you speak, how you want to approach the world. And remember, I'm an introvert. So if I'm doing it, then those extroverts, ambiverts, omniverts, whatever you consider yourself, other fellow introverts, we can do this too. And that's how I'm helping other business owners apply what actually works and then refine it from there. So as I said, that's how the Marketing Momentum Collective and the Growth Lab were created just a couple weeks ago, actually, because it is July 18th right now. And I opened the doors on May 9th, I believe, for my free community. Tested that for 8 weeks, and I folded in my paid offer. I'm still testing that. That just actually came to being on July 1st. So it's still baby. And that's why I talk about it. Because the more you talk about it, what did they say? If you want to learn something faster, teach it. So that's why I'm talking about it, because I'm getting, what are people picking up on? I'm really refining my message. And I had great feedback when I was presenting in a group, and I realized, ooh, I'm showing the how, not the why should I care. Well, the why should I care is that you're going to learn the system so that you can control the top of your funnel of when you're getting leads coming to you. That's the most powerful thing that I've ever done in business is, oh, I need more leads. Okay, I need to use the strategies where I'm talking to people about the thing. So the solutions to the problems that I was trying to solve in my own business is what we talk about inside of the Growth Lab. And the Marketing Momentum Collective is actually a gaming community. My classroom is not lessons. They are quests that you can take so you can level up faster, but also you're practicing being visible, building the habits of showing up and talking about your business. So then when you take it out into the wild, into those other Facebook groups or school communities that are not as aware that, you know, that's what you're intending with your relationship marketing, we're going to help you be successful that way. All of this to say, if there is one thing that I hope you take away from this, is that your next breakthrough probably isn't hiding in another course or another strategy. It might be waiting inside of your next conversation. So before I let you go, I'm going to give you a relationship building action to give you the next step forward on your journey. Reach out to someone that you've been meaning to connect with. Ask a genuine question that's not to do with business, just curiosity. Let the conversation lead wherever it's going to lead. And if you're looking for a conversation, for a community where those conversations happen every day, please come check out the Marketing Momentum Collective. I've got links all around this video if you're not already a part of it, because remember, content creates visibility. Conversations create opportunities, and relationships create those sales that we need in business to keep us going. I'll see you in the next one.